Have you ever passed through a place without realizing that history, culture, resilience, and untold beauty were quietly unfolding all around you? Most travelers rush toward famous destinations. They chase crowded landmarks. They search for places that dominate postcards and social media feeds. But sometimes the most extraordinary stories are hidden in places people overlook, places that serve as gateways rather than destinations. Places where thousands pass through every day without stopping long enough to understand what makes them special. And in the southern corridor of West Java, there is one city that perfectly embodies this hidden greatness. A city standing at the crossroads of journeys, a city where trains, roads, cultures, and generations intersect. A city that has quietly become one of the most important gateways in southern Java. This is Banjar, a city that many people know, yet very few truly understand. Located in the southeastern part of West Java province, directly bordering the Cilacap Regency of Central Java, Banjar occupies a strategic position unlike almost any other city in the region. For decades, Banjar has functioned as the primary gateway connecting West Java and Central Java through the southern route of Java Island. Millions of journeys have passed through its roads, countless stories have crossed its borders, merchants transporting goods, families reuniting after years apart, students chasing dreams, workers seeking opportunities, travelers exploring new horizons. Banjar has witnessed them all. With a population of more than 200,000 people and a density exceeding 1,800 residents per square kilometre, Banjar is not among Indonesia's largest cities, yet its importance cannot be measured merely by population numbers. Its significance lies in its position, its role, its ability to connect people, regions, and opportunities. Banjar consists of 4 districts: Banjar District, Langansari District, Pataruman District, and Purwaharja District. Together, they form a city that balances urban growth with natural landscapes, tradition with modernization, and movement with tranquility. The geography of Banjar tells a fascinating story. Unlike cities that spread endlessly across flat plains, Banjar is blessed with remarkable diversity. The northern, southern, and western parts of the city are dominated by rolling hills that create stunning natural scenery. These elevated landscapes offer panoramic views and help shape the city's unique character. Cutting through the heart of Banjar is the Citanduy River. More than just a river, it serves as a lifeline. For generations, the river has influenced settlement patterns, agriculture, transportation, and daily life. Its waters have witnessed the evolution of communities from small settlements into a modern city. Beyond the urban core, agricultural areas still thrive. Rice fields stretch across parts of the city's outskirts. Farmers continue traditions passed down through generations. These agricultural landscapes provide not only food security, but also a visual reminder that progress and nature can coexist. Yet geography is only part of Banjar's story. To truly understand the city, we must travel back in time. Long before Banjar became an independent city, it was a district within Ciamis Regency. For years, Banjar experienced rapid development. Economic activity expanded, population growth accelerated, urban characteristics became increasingly visible. Government officials recognized that Banjar was evolving into something larger than a typical district. The needs of the people were changing, infrastructure requirements were growing, public services demanded greater attention. As the city expanded, it became clear that a new administrative framework was necessary. In 1991, Banjar achieved an important milestone when it was designated as an administrative city. This status allowed for more focused governance and development planning. But the journey did not stop there. The people of Banjar continued striving for progress. Communities worked together. Local leaders envisioned a future where Banjar could govern itself more effectively and accelerate development. Their efforts eventually led to a historic achievement. Through Law Number 27 of 2002, Banjar officially became an autonomous municipality. This transformation marked the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter defined by self-determination, growth, and ambition. Every year, the anniversary of this achievement serves as a reminder that cities, like people, can evolve through perseverance and vision. One of the most fascinating symbols of Banjar's strategic importance can be found at its railway station. Banjar Station is far more than a transportation hub. It is a living monument to movement, a place where journeys converge, a place where stories begin and end. Located in Hegasari, Pataruman district, Banjar Station ranks among the most significant railway stations in the region. Its 6 railway tracks accommodate the constant flow of trains connecting major destinations across Java. Passengers arriving here may see only platforms and locomotives, but beneath the surface lies a deeper narrative. For decades, Banjar Station has played a critical role in Indonesia's railway network. Train crews change shifts here. Operational adjustments take place. Additional locomotives have historically been attached for demanding routes. The station has functioned as an essential logistical point within the Southern Railway corridor. Its significance extends beyond current operations. The station also preserves memories of a bygone era. Once, railway lines branched from Banjar toward Pangandaran and Sijulang. These routes connected coastal communities and opened access to remote regions. Although inactive since 1981, they remain a powerful reminder of Banjar's historical role in regional connectivity. Old railway infrastructure, including locomotive facilities and remnants of railway equipment, quietly tell stories of an age when railways represented progress, hope, and transformation. But Banjar is not only a city of movement, it is also a city of reflection, a city where people gather to enjoy nature and community. One example is Situ Loitik Park. In an increasingly digital world, public spaces have become more important than ever. They provide opportunities for human connection, places where families spend time together, where children play, where friends share conversations, where communities strengthen social bonds. Situ Loitik Park fulfills this role beautifully. Designed as a green public space, it offers residents and visitors an accessible escape from daily routines. Its scenic lake creates a calming atmosphere. Jogging tracks encourage healthy lifestyles. Gazebos provide comfortable places to relax. Fishing areas attract hobbyists. Playgrounds welcome families. And unique decorative features make the park highly photogenic. During the cycling boom that emerged during the pandemic years, Situ Loitik became a favorite destination for cyclists seeking recreation and exercise. Its accessibility and welcoming environment transformed it into one of Banjar's most beloved public spaces. For a modest fee, visitors can even enjoy boat rides around the lake, creating memorable experiences for all ages. Yet another natural treasure awaits elsewhere in the city, Situ Mustika. If Situ Loitik represents community life, Situ Mustika represents serenity. Situated near the slopes of Mount Babakan, this destination offers a dramatically different atmosphere. The moment visitors arrive, they are greeted by cooler temperatures and refreshing air. Towering teak forests surround the area, creating a natural sanctuary from the tropical heat. Walking through these forests feels almost therapeutic. Sunlight filters through the leaves. Birdsong echoes among the trees. Gentle breezes carry the scent of nature. At the center of the lake lies a small island connected by a suspension bridge. Crossing the bridge creates a sense of adventure and discovery. Meanwhile, paved pathways ensure visitors can comfortably explore the area. Benches, gardens, prayer facilities, restaurants, parking areas, and other amenities make the destination accessible to everyone. For generations of students, Situ Mustika has also served as an educational and recreational venue. Scout activities frequently take place here, helping young people develop teamwork, leadership, and appreciation for nature. Yet no exploration of Banjar would be complete without discussing its culinary heritage. Food is more than sustenance. Food is memory, identity, culture. And Banjar possesses a culinary landscape rich with unique flavors. One of the most famous dishes is soto Banjar. Unlike many Indonesian soups known for rich yellow broth, soto Banjar features a clear and delicate broth. Its ingredients often include egg, vermicelli noodles, potato fritters, and sliced carrots. Traditionally prepared with free-range chicken, the dish delivers comfort and depth of flavor. Served alongside rice cakes, it becomes a meal that satisfies both body and soul. Another local specialty is mihi teng. This distinctive snack has become a popular souvenir for visitors. Its unique texture and flavor make it a memorable representation of Banjar's culinary creativity. Pepes Lubang offers another remarkable experience. Prepared from eel wrapped with carefully selected spices, basil leaves, and green onions, the dish showcases the region's mastery of traditional cooking techniques. The aroma alone is enough to awaken curiosity. Meanwhile, local noodle traditions continue to thrive through beloved establishments such as Mie Ayam Osis and the legendary Mie Entok Madi. The latter has attracted loyal customers from Banjar, Majenang, Cilacap and beyond. Using Muscovy duck meat, known for its tenderness and generous portions, the dish has earned a devoted following. Every bowl tells a story of craftsmanship, consistency, and local pride. And finally, standing as a symbol of spiritual life and community identity is the Grand Mosque of Banjar. Originally known as Masjid Jami Baitur Rahman, the mosque evolved alongside the city itself. When Banjar gained full autonomy, the mosque embraced a new role as the city's grand mosque and one of its most recognizable landmarks. Visitors often describe the atmosphere as peaceful and refreshing. Large trees near the entrance provide shade and tranquility. The architecture combines functionality with elegance. Modern facilities such as internet access, libraries, gardens, and spacious parking areas complement the mosque's religious functions. The structure consists of two main floors and a prominent tower. The ground floor accommodates educational and community activities, while the upper floor serves as the primary prayer area. Together, these spaces transform the mosque into more than a place of worship. It becomes a center of learning, community engagement, and spiritual growth. When people think about great cities, they often think about skyscrapers, massive populations, international headlines, global fame. But greatness can take many forms. Sometimes greatness is found in a city that connects regions. Sometimes it is found in communities that preserve tradition while embracing progress. Sometimes it is found in landscapes where rivers, forests, hills, and people coexist harmoniously. Banjar may not dominate travel brochures. It may not appear on every bucket list. But those who take the time to understand it discover something remarkable. A city built on connection, a city shaped by resilience, a city strengthened by history, a city enriched by culture, a city surrounded by nature, a city quietly contributing to the movement of millions. And perhaps that is what makes Banjar so inspiring. It does not demand attention, it earns respect. It does not chase recognition, it creates value. It does not seek to become somewhere else, it embraces what it already is, a gateway, a crossroads, a community, a home, and a reminder that some of the most meaningful places in the world are not the ones that shout the loudest. They are the ones that quietly keep moving forward, carrying generations of stories, dreams, and possibilities into the future. This is Banjar, not merely a city on the map of West Java, but a living testament to how geography, history, culture, faith, and perseverance can come together to create something truly extraordinary. But the deeper you explore Banjar, the more you realize that its true story is not written in buildings, roads, or statistics. Its story is written in people. Because every city can construct infrastructure, every city can build parks, every city can expand its economy. But only a few places manage to preserve a sense of identity while moving forward. Banjar is one of those places. Walk through its neighborhoods in the early morning and you will witness a rhythm of life that feels increasingly rare in the modern world. Before sunrise, the call to prayer echoes through the air. Street vendors begin preparing food for the day ahead. Motorcycles quietly move along roads that will soon become busier. Farmers head toward fields that have sustained families for generations. Workers prepare for journeys to nearby cities. Students get ready for school. Life begins not with noise, but with purpose. And perhaps that is one of Banjar's greatest strengths. It understands the value of steady progress, not explosive growth, not reckless expansion, but meaningful development built on community foundations. Throughout Indonesia, there are cities known for their industries. Others are known for tourism. Some are recognized for politics. Banjar occupies a unique position. It serves as a connector, a bridge between provinces, a meeting point between cultures, a gateway linking the economic and social activities of West Java and Central Java. For travelers moving along the southern route of Java Island, Banjar often becomes their first impression or final memory of West Java. That responsibility is significant because gateways do more than connect places. They connect experiences. Every bus entering the city, every train stopping at the station, every vehicle traveling through its roads, all become part of a larger story. A story of movement, a story of opportunity, a story of Indonesia itself. The southern route of Java has historically played a crucial role in connecting communities separated by mountains, rivers, forests, and coastlines. Long before modern highways existed, people relied on routes that followed the natural contours of the land. Trade flowed through these corridors, ideas traveled along them, cultures interacted through them. Today, Banjar continues that tradition. Modern transportation may have replaced traditional caravans and horse-drawn carts, but the city's purpose remains remarkably similar. It remains a place where journeys intersect. It remains a place where opportunities emerge. And it remains a place where people from different backgrounds encounter one another. What makes this even more remarkable is the fact that Banjar has managed to maintain its human scale. Unlike megacities, where anonymity often dominates daily life, Banjar still preserves a sense of familiarity. Neighbors know one another. Communities remain connected. Traditions continue to be practiced. Family values remain strong. This balance between modernization and community cohesion is increasingly difficult to achieve. Yet Banjar continues to demonstrate that growth does not have to come at the expense of identity. The city's cultural heritage reflects the broader richness of Sundanese civilization. Language, customs, music, culinary traditions, and social values remain deeply embedded within everyday life. Visitors who spend time interacting with local residents often discover a level of warmth and hospitality that leaves a lasting impression. In Banjar, conversations come easily. Smiles are offered generously. Guests are welcomed sincerely. These qualities may not appear in official statistics, but they represent some of the most important indicators of a healthy society. Because ultimately, a city's greatest asset is not its infrastructure, it is its people. Banjar's educational institutions also play an important role in shaping the city's future. Every classroom contains dreams, every teacher carries responsibility, every student represents potential. Across the city, young people are preparing to become future entrepreneurs, engineers, doctors, artists, teachers, and leaders. Their ambitions extend far beyond city boundaries, yet many remain connected to their hometown, carrying Banjar's values wherever life takes them. This connection between local identity and global aspiration is one of the defining characteristics of modern Indonesia. Young generations increasingly engage with the world through technology, education, and mobility. At the same time, they continue drawing strength from their cultural roots. Banjar provides an environment where both realities can coexist. As technology reshapes society, cities everywhere face important questions. How can development remain sustainable? How can communities protect natural resources? How can economic growth benefit everyone? How can tradition survive in an age of rapid change? Banjar's experience offers valuable lessons. Its surrounding agricultural lands remind residents that food security matters. Its rivers remind communities of environmental responsibility. Its forests demonstrate the importance of conservation. Its public spaces highlight the value of social interaction. Its religious institutions reinforce ethical foundations. Together, these elements create a framework for balanced development. The environmental significance of Banjar deserves particular attention. The hills surrounding the city contribute to ecological stability. Vegetation helps regulate water systems. Forested areas support biodiversity. Agricultural zones provide both economic and environmental benefits. Protecting these resources is not merely an environmental issue, it is an investment in future generations. Because every tree preserved today creates opportunities tomorrow. Every river protected today sustains communities tomorrow. Every green space maintained today improves quality of life tomorrow. The future of Banjar will inevitably be shaped by urbanization, technological advancement, and economic transformation. Yet the city possesses several advantages. Its strategic location continues to attract investment and activity. Its transportation infrastructure strengthens regional connectivity. Its growing population provides human capital. Its cultural heritage offers a strong foundation for social cohesion, and its natural environment contributes to long-term sustainability. These factors position Banjar for continued growth in the decades ahead. But perhaps the most inspiring aspect of Banjar's future is not found in development plans or economic projections. It is found in the mindset of its people. Across generations, Banjar has demonstrated resilience. Communities have adapted to changing circumstances. Families have overcome challenges. Entrepreneurs have created opportunities. Students have pursued education. Workers have contributed their skills. Religious leaders have strengthened moral values. Local governments have sought progress. Together, these efforts have transformed Banjar from a district into a city with its own identity and aspirations. This transformation did not happen overnight. It required patience, commitment, vision, and cooperation. Those qualities continue to define Banjar today. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, many places struggle to distinguish themselves. Cities compete for attention, regions compete for investment, destinations compete for visitors. Yet Banjar offers a different model. Rather than chasing trends, it builds upon its strengths. Rather than abandoning its identity, it embraces it. Rather than seeking validation from outside, it focuses on creating value from within. There is something profoundly powerful about that approach, because genuine progress is not measured by how closely a city resembles somewhere else. It is measured by how effectively it serves its own people while preparing for the future. Banjar's story is ultimately a story about potential, the potential of strategic geography, the potential of community, the potential of culture, the potential of education, the potential of resilience, and most importantly, the potential of people who believe in their city. For visitors, Banjar offers discovery. For investors, it offers opportunity. For travelers, it offers connection. For residents, it offers belonging. And for Indonesia, it represents an example of how regional cities contribute enormously to national development. Every nation depends not only on its largest metropolitan centers, but also on cities like Banjar, cities that facilitate movement, cities that connect economies, cities that preserve traditions, cities that nurture communities, cities that quietly strengthen the fabric of the country every single day. Perhaps that is why Banjar deserves greater recognition, not because it seeks fame, but because its story reflects values that matter: perseverance, community, balance, faith, heritage, and hope. In a world often obsessed with the loudest voices, Banjar reminds us that significance does not always announce itself. Sometimes, significance grows quietly. Sometimes, greatness develops steadily. Sometimes, impact is measured not by attention received, but by lives improved. And when future generations look back at the story of Banjar, they may discover something remarkable. A city that stood at the crossroads of regions, a city that connected millions of journeys, a city that protected its heritage while embracing progress, a city that transformed challenges into opportunities, a city that never forgot where it came from, and because it never forgot its roots, it found the strength to keep growing toward the future. This is Banjar, a gateway to West Java, a bridge between provinces, a home to hundreds of thousands, a keeper of traditions, a builder of dreams, and a shining reminder that some of Indonesia's most inspiring stories are waiting in places the world has not yet fully discovered. And yet, beneath every road, every railway, every marketplace, every mosque, every park, and every neighborhood, there exists a deeper story. A story that cannot be measured by maps, a story that cannot be captured by statistics, a story written across generations. Because the true soul of Banjar is not found in concrete structures. It is found in the lives of the people who wake up every morning and continue building the future of this city. To understand Banjar, imagine standing beside the Citanduy River at dawn. The first rays of sunlight begin to illuminate the landscape. Mist hovers gently above the water. The sounds of nature slowly blend with the sounds of human activity. Birds begin their morning songs. Motorcycles start their daily journeys. Markets prepare to open. Children get ready for school. The city awakens. And as it awakens, it reveals something beautiful, a harmony between nature and human life that has existed for generations. The Citanduy River is more than a geographical feature. It is one of the silent witnesses to Banjar's evolution. For centuries, rivers throughout the Indonesian archipelago have served as pathways of civilization. Communities emerged near water. Agriculture flourished because of water. Trade depended upon water. Life itself depended upon water. The Citanduy River carries this legacy. Flowing through the heart of Banjar, it has watched the city transform from a small settlement into an increasingly important urban center. It has witnessed generations come and go. It has seen children become parents, parents become grandparents, and grandparents pass down stories that continue to shape local identity. If rivers could speak, The Citanduy would tell countless stories. Stories of fishermen casting nets at sunrise. Stories of farmers relying upon seasonal cycles. Stories of families gathering near its banks. Stories of communities overcoming hardship together. Stories of resilience. Stories of hope. Stories of Banjar. And perhaps that is one reason why the river remains such an important symbol. It reminds people that progress should never erase memory. Modern development may reshape skylines. Technology may transform lifestyles, but the foundations of a community must remain connected to its history. Banjar understands this lesson well. Throughout the city, traces of the past continue to coexist with the ambitions of the future. Traditional values remain visible in everyday interactions. Respect for elders continues to guide family life. Community cooperation remains an essential part of social culture. Religious traditions continue providing moral guidance. Local wisdom still influences decision-making. These values have helped create a society capable of adapting without losing itself. And that may be one of the greatest challenges facing the modern world. How do communities embrace change without abandoning identity? How do cities modernize without losing their soul? Banjar's answer is simple: by remembering where it came from. The city stands within a region deeply influenced by Sundanese culture. For centuries, Sundanese traditions have emphasized harmony with nature, harmony within families, harmony among neighbors, harmony between humanity and spirituality. These principles continue shaping daily life. Visitors often notice this immediately. There is a certain calmness in the atmosphere, a certain sincerity in conversations, a certain humility in the way people interact. These characteristics cannot be manufactured. They emerge from generations of cultural continuity, and they represent a form of wealth that no amount of money can replace. Because while economies rise and fall, cultural identity provides stability. While trends come and go, values endure. While technology evolves, humanity remains rooted in relationships. Banjar's markets offer another window into this reality. Walk through them and you will encounter far more than economic activity. You will witness community. Vendors greeting familiar customers, neighbors exchanging stories, families purchasing ingredients for meals, farmers bringing products from surrounding agricultural areas. The marketplace becomes a living reflection of society itself. Every transaction contains a human connection. Every conversation strengthens social bonds. Every smile reinforces trust. These interactions may appear ordinary, but collectively they form the foundation of resilient communities. The economy of Banjar is also shaped by its strategic location. For generations, transportation routes have created opportunities for trade and commerce. Businesses benefit from the flow of people and goods moving between West Java and Central Java. Restaurants serve travellers. Shops meet local and regional demand. Transportation services support mobility. Small enterprises create livelihoods. Entrepreneurs identify opportunities. Economic activity spreads through countless individual efforts, and behind every business is a story of risk, a story of determination, a story of hard work, a story of dreams. Some begin with a small food cart, others begin with a family shop. Many start with limited resources but unlimited ambition. Over time, these efforts contribute to the broader development of the city. They create jobs, generate income, support families, and strengthen the local economy. Banjar's future will depend greatly on these entrepreneurial energies, because cities do not grow solely through government initiatives. They grow through people willing to innovate, people willing to invest, people willing to create opportunities where others see obstacles. Fortunately, Banjar has never lacked such people. Its history is filled with examples of perseverance, examples of individuals who refuse to be limited by circumstance, examples of communities that chose cooperation over division, examples of citizens who believed that progress was possible. That spirit remains alive today. It can be seen in students studying late into the evening. It can be seen in teachers dedicating themselves to education. It can be seen in farmers working under the tropical sun. It can be seen in workers commuting long distances. It can be seen in entrepreneurs opening businesses. It can be seen in volunteers serving their communities. These people may never appear in national headlines. Their names may never become famous. Yet they are the true builders of Banjar. Every achievement of the city ultimately rests upon their efforts, and every future success will depend upon their continued dedication. As Indonesia moves toward the middle of the 21st century, regional cities will play increasingly important roles. Population growth, technological innovation, infrastructure development, environmental sustainability, economic diversification. All of these trends will shape the future. Banjar is well positioned to participate in this transformation. Its strategic location offers advantages. Its transportation networks provide connectivity. Its educational institutions develop human resources. Its cultural heritage strengthens social cohesion. Its natural environment supports sustainability. Together, these assets create enormous potential. Imagine Banjar in the coming decades. Imagine smarter infrastructure. Imagine improved transportation systems. Imagine thriving local businesses connected to national and global markets. Imagine young innovators creating solutions to modern challenges. Imagine sustainable urban planning protecting green spaces while supporting growth. Imagine communities becoming stronger through technology rather than divided by it. This vision is not impossible. In fact, elements of it are already emerging. The future is not something that simply arrives. It is something people create. Every decision matters. Every investment matters. Every act of leadership matters. Every contribution matters. And the people of Banjar are already helping shape that future. Yet, amid all discussions of development, one truth must never be forgotten. A city's success is ultimately measured by the quality of life experienced by its people. Economic growth matters. Infrastructure matters. Technology matters. But human well-being matters most. A truly successful city is one where children can dream, where families can thrive, where communities can flourish, where traditions remain respected, where opportunities remain accessible, where people feel connected to something larger than themselves. Banjar continues striving toward that vision, and perhaps that is why its story resonates so deeply, because it reflects a universal aspiration, the desire to build a better future without forgetting the past, the desire to grow without losing identity, the desire to progress without sacrificing community. These aspirations are not unique to Banjar. They are shared by people everywhere. Yet Banjar demonstrates that such aspirations can become reality when supported by commitment, cooperation, and vision. As evening falls across the city, lights begin to appear. The railway station remains active. Roads continue carrying travellers. Families gather for dinner. Mosques welcome worshippers. Parks host evening visitors. The rhythm of life continues. And in those moments, Banjar reveals its greatest lesson. Greatness is not always dramatic. It is not always loud. It is not always visible from afar. Sometimes, greatness is found in consistency, in perseverance, in community, in service, in faith, in the quiet determination to keep moving forward day after day, year after year, generation after generation. Banjar may be known as the gateway to southern West Java, but it is far more than a gateway. It is a living story, a story of people, a story of culture, a story of resilience, a story of connection, a story that continues to unfold with every sunrise and every new generation. And for those willing to look beyond the surface, Banjar offers something increasingly rare in the modern world. A reminder that progress and identity can walk together, that development and heritage can coexist, that communities can remain strong even as the world changes around them, and that some of the most extraordinary places are not necessarily the ones that attract the most attention. They are the ones that quietly improve lives, quietly preserve traditions, quietly create opportunities, and quietly inspire everyone fortunate enough to discover them. This is Banjar, not simply a city between provinces, not merely a stop along a journey, but a place where history, culture, nature, faith, and human determination come together to create a legacy that continues growing with every passing year. And now, as our journey through Banjar approaches its final chapter, perhaps the most important question is not what Banjar is today. The real question is this: what will Banjar become tomorrow? Because every city lives in two different realities at the same time. The first is the present, the streets we see, the buildings we touch, the communities we meet, the lives we observe. But the second reality is invisible. It exists in dreams, in ambitions, in possibilities, in the future that has not yet arrived. And somewhere within classrooms, family homes, offices, workshops, rice fields, train stations, and places of worship throughout Banjar, that future is already being written. At this very moment, a child is learning to read, a student is studying for an examination, a teacher is inspiring curiosity, a parent is working to provide opportunities, an entrepreneur is building a new business,